we have Austin Fox right there, and Desmond Mabry, and then Carlos Donovan right at the end. So congratulations, guys, with everything that y'all have accomplished this season. This week, y'all became WRBL's Athletes of the Week. 2 of y'all have gotten honorable mentions, second team All-Region, and Coach K, you got Coach of the Year. So Coach K, how are you feeling right now, just with all of this and making it all the way to the Final Four and being the region champs?
It's a great feeling. We're stressed about getting the chemistry together. I think we formed a brotherhood, which allowed us to come together in hard times, overcome adversity. During the COVID season, there was a lot of hoopla, but we even have a season, up and down, having no games, then we have games. So I think we stuck together because we had each other back. So.
That's really good. So I see, you mentioned some of your challenges. Definitely some seasons got canceled for some schools, and y'all had to bounce back and forth. But how did you make this magic happen? That chemistry really invest into these boys.
As they say, blood, sweat, and tears. Our motto is dig deep. Just formed that brotherhood once again, because we knew at the end it was going to take a team effort, to accomplish our goals.
Yeah. So. Well, I love to hear that. Y'all really did dig deep this season.
Yes, yes.
So, Austin, can you tell me a little bit of something that you will always remember about this season, especially being a senior?
Something I'll always remember, probably about being the first to do this, like being the first team to be region champions. It's my first year going to the playoffs, so that's something I'll always remember personally. And just going to the Final Four, that's something really big that I always think about.
Yeah. Well, congratulations again to you guys. Y'all worked very hard. So, Carlos, what has been something that has impacted you and been the most challenging for you overall this whole entire season?
This year been crazy. COVID and having new teammates and new coaches. At first, it really felt impossible because at the beginning of the season, I was thinking okay, this is our first. It's a first year coach. It's the first time playing with a lot of these players. So I never really seen it for real, a team go far. So, it was a lot of adversity. This whole season just felt impossible at first. I never thought we would make it this far. We knew we were good, but it's still a little doubt. We didn't really know each other for real. The chemistry was off. We really surprised a lot of people. So it was just this year was just fun all the way around. It taught me a lot of things. It taught me how to be a leader. We had a lot of leaders on the team, so I took the back seat a little bit, I had to take the back seat a little bit because we got more than one leader on the team. I'm really a football player, but this season was just fun to me. It taught me a lot of different stuff, how to gel, chemistry, all that with new people, and I just loved it the whole season.
Well, congratulations again. I love that you really had enjoyed playing your senior season, and you played for something that you love. So Desmond, what is something that you want to tell these players who will be taking your spot next year?
Well, first I tell them to follow our footsteps, but try to do better than what we did, and of course keep the aggressiveness up. We got a player named J-Man. I love the way he plays defense and how aggressive he is. And if the team they play aggressive just like him, we will do good next year. I feel we'll be champions next year. We'll do better than what we did, basically.
Yeah. That's a good mindset to have. So, Coach K, what has surprised you the most during these playoff games, the Final Four, the Sweet 16, and everything like that? So, what has surprised you most about this team?
I know our defense was good.
Yeah.
But the way they rotated was amazing to go back and watch. To see it in person is good, but then when you actually go look at the footage, you're like, this kid was for Austin, the moment where he trapped at half court and shot down to the block and stole the ball and led a break. Just moments like that, diving on the floor, just sacrificing. So just the defensive intensity, which kind of increased the crowd atmosphere. So just the defensive rotation, that what made me proud the most.
That's
now offense we gotta work on that. but defensively,
there's always next year, Coach.
Yeah, I know. Defensively, we was locked in.
Yeah.
We were really locked in.
So Carlos, I'm going to ask you the same thing. Being a senior, what is something that you want to tell these players who will be taking your spot next year?
Just continue to work hard. We set the standard we're like really high for them. It's really the first team like ever like make it this far and do anything. It was a lot of like first time. I'm just glad like we was able to make it this far. And next year gonna be a lot of them last year, so I'm just happy we made it this far so they can experience it. So next year they'll be like, it won't be nothing new because it was new to a lot of us this year. The Final Four, like league, I only made it to the Sweet 16. I never made it all the way that close to the championship.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy that we was able, as seniors, we were able to help them experience something that they're most definitely gonna go next year. I feel like they'll go next year as long as they keep their head straight, everybody stay together, chemistry built, and just keep working hard. They'll make it to state championship next year. That's how I feel.
Well, Desmond, what has been your biggest accomplishment that you feel like besides probably the Final Four?
I can say being region champions. Cause like I ain't never think like we would like make it that far. But at the same time, I kind of figured we would because like when the football team came, it was like a lot of chemistry wasn't there. But then like once we got to the region, I feel like we would do like way better. So then we started doing good, and when we got to the Final Four, that was like a dream. I was dreaming of that. But like I could say Final Four and being region champ, that would be my greatest accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean, by far, I could see why that's your biggest accomplishment. So, Coach K, what do you feel as if you want to give to the players next year? You know, being this year is your first year as a coach, what is something that you want to continue to instill in these boys for next year?
Well, I like winning, and to stress that when you lose, it's not just a loss. You learn it, so you learn in every defeat. But the main thing is I stress character. One of my last time outs, I talked about when you lose or win, you should display great character. So, because I want my kids to be productive citizens. And if we happen to win along the way, that's great. Because everybody's not going to get a scholarship. Everybody can't be a champion, but you can be a great citizen and help impact the world. So that's the main thing.
I love that, Coach. Austin, so as I said before, you know, you being a senior, what is something that you want to give to these players? Tell them that while they'll be taking your spot next year.
I like what Carlos had mentioned with like experience, and also just buying to what Coach is saying. Like he's going to help you get there. It's just like you got to be coachable. You got to be able to listen to what he's saying. He's going to help you inside basketball and outside. So I feel like it's just important to listen to what Coach saying. Always be there for your teammates, not just in basketball, but outside as well.
All right. So, Coach K, you have anything else you want to say to the boys, to the team next year, to the fans?
Yes. So, first I want to say thank you, seniors, for helping be leaders, exemplifying great leadership for the young guys. You started a tradition, the foundation. You helped set the standard, the bar. You mentioned J-Man earlier. I told him yesterday, when we first started, we didn't have a standard. Yeah, we had goals, but you didn't have a standard. So I want to say that you helped make that standard. So now we know we gotta get to the Final Four again, but we gotta win. So you helped make that standard. You helped revitalize this community as well from your play, along with your teammates. So I want to say thank you for that. I wish the best for you guys. I always told you, I'm a coach for life anyway. And for my young guys, you might be messed up because now we have a standard. So I'm probably going to coach you even harder, So just be ready for the challenge. I got to find a new motto. I don't know what it's going to be next year, but it'll be something crazy. Stay tuned for that club.
All right. Well, congratulations, guys, again. I know y'all worked very hard. Loved hearing what you guys have to say, and just thank you guys.
Yes.